Greetings, YouTube. Happy Thursday. Happy Summoner Advancement Rewards Day. I posted yesterday a video with my biggest 4-star crystal opening yet. I opened 15, and quite a few people commented asking me why I was saving so many 5-star shards. So the first part of this video is going to be an addition to the 5-star shard count, because I have these 4 max sigs that I opened from yesterday's 4-star video, as I got 4-star maxed out champions. And chances are, oh wow, I finally got an Awakening Gem in one of these. That's literally my first one, and it's Mystic, which is really, really good because I love Mephisto, and I'm going to go for him as a 4-star when he comes around in the grind. Okay, cool. Glad I got that on film. Alright, I just got 825, so now you can see I'm up to 160,000 5-star shards, and by February 22nd, when Blade comes out, I should definitely have at least 165,000, which would give 11 attempts at Blade. If I'm 0 for 11, that's going to be the greatest meme, everyone feels better about themselves and their luck for all time YouTube video. But this is my strategy. I'm going to go for Blade, but I'm going to pop each 5-star featured crystal individually. And then once I get, God willing, Kabam God willing, I should say, once I get Blade, I'm going to stop popping any featured crystal, and I'm going to only open 10k basic crystals. In February, we have a fantastic group of champions added to the 10k roster, including who I consider to be an extremely underrated champion, Mephisto, for both attack and defense, and then 2 pretty much undisputed God tier champions in Medusa and Blade himself. So my dream, of course, is to do something that the game's never going to actually give me, and that's get Blade on the first try and then have 150,000 shards or 15 5-star hero crystals to open. So if you're watching this and you're wondering, what should I do? Let's say you're like somebody who just commented and you only have 18,000 shards. I would still go for Blade no matter what, because if you get him, you have changed the course of the game for yourself. And worst case scenario, if you don't get him, maybe you get one of those new champions that was added to the 10k roster, like a Mephisto or a Medusa, that would still really make your day. Now that they've released the full trash can lineup of the 18 curated champions for the first 3 months of featured crystals, I would stay as far away from those as possible. They are like the Kabam version of Ebola. Just stand back. I'd rather open a 10k Luke Cage than a 15k Beast, or certainly Ant-Man. So my strategy and my advice to you is this. Go for Blade. If you're close to beating Act 5 100%, I'm only about 75-80% myself, and you have a generic Awakening Gem and you think that you can spare it, I would do what I did if you have like over 100,000 shards, and if you get Blade on the first attempt and you know you can get an Awakening Gem, save the Awakening Gem for Blade, and then save the extra 5,000 shards per crystal and open the 10k basics. Now, why do I say that? Let's say you get nothing but trash champs. Well, with what Kabam is telling us, soon on the horizon is the new 5-star arena, which really is just going to make an even further gap between the rich and the poor in this game. And so, if that's the case, now really the only way you're going to have the ability to target a specific 5-star champion is if you place in the top 10%, maybe even 5% of that arena. And so because of that, you're going to need as big of a 5-star roster as possible. And therefore, you want to maximize the amount of 5-star champions you can get. And obviously, if that's the case, you want to spend your shards on 10k crystals instead of spending the extra 5k on featured. The only time this would change is if they come out with 6, at minimum, amazing tier champions in a row, because then you would have essentially a 25% chance, or 6 out of 24, of getting one of those champions in the featured. But we know that's not the case in the next 3 months. So go for Blade. And if you get him, especially pop him up open individually, and you want to use an Awakening Gem, save the rest of your shards for 10k basics. I hope this helps. If you agree, hit that like button. If you disagree, again, I always love counter arguments. And man, we have so many smart people in this community. I wish you guys were my students. That the counter arguments have just been fantastic. Those of you who commented why you think Blade should be nerfed, and even suggesting the percentages, even though I might disagree, you still had fantastic arguments, and it's really fun to read your insight. So thank you as always for commenting, for liking, for subscribing. You guys are the reason why I really enjoy playing this game. And have a great Summoner Advancement Rewards Day. And let me know what you're going to do with your 5-star shards. I just say, no matter what, keep saving them up, excuse me, and then open them on February 22nd.